Hey guys, so today we are going to be talking about the DJI Osmo Mobile. Is it right for you? Is it worth it? And should you get it? If you're new to this channel, first let me start by welcoming you. We predominantly do tech reviews of gizmos and gadgets, so if you're interested in those things, please hit that subscribe button. So this is the DJI Osmo Mobile, and this is a motorized gimbal, and it is really fantastic for getting those stable shots that you've seen in a lot of the YouTube videos, and this is how they're doing it. But the question is it what you want and what you need? So the first pro regarding this contraption would be the active track. If you have seen any of the DJI drones, like the DJI Mavic, even the new Spark, you'll notice on there that it does have an active track, so it is able to follow you. And that is a great feature, especially if you're going to be filming alone, you don't have somebody else to help you. You can really just turn it on, go and walk, and it will track you. Now, I have a little bit older of a phone. I actually have the iPhone SE. I do actually really like this phone. I like it because it does do 4K. It's small and compact, and as you know, I like things small, easy, compact, light, that whole thing. So for me, being able to get those 4K video and pictures with this is absolutely fantastic. Unfortunately, the front-facing camera isn't quite as good as the back-facing camera, but especially if I'm trying to get those environment shots, if I'm out and about in some beautiful place, then I can get some really nice, steady, high-quality film and photos. Another pro on this is that you're able to do live streaming with this. So a lot of the cameras aren't really set up for that yet, but because it's going through your mobile phone, it's a lot easier to do live streaming and therefore get some really nice footage. Now the battery time on this Osmo Mobile is great. It lasts about 4.5 hours for full usage. To be honest with you, I've never even let the battery run down. I've never had an opportunity for it to just run out. So the battery time on this is incredible. When you purchase this contraption, this gimbal, it does come with only just a USB charging cord to charge it. It takes approximately 2.5 hours to charge. So since it does last for quite a long time, that is an absolutely great feature. It also offers slow motion among some other great features like time lapse and things like that. So you definitely can have fun using the Osmo Mobile, but you really just need to ask yourself the question, is it overall what you're looking for? And you need to be able to weigh the pros and cons. One great thing about DJI is that they do allow other outside companies to be compatible with their products. One of those great apps that you can use with the Osmo Mobile is one called Filmic Pro. So if you're trying to get more of a cinematic video, then I would definitely recommend using it with the Osmo Mobile. It's going to give you more options to be able to get that better picture with your phone. But overall, the best part about the actual Osmo Mobile is that really the picture quality is just fantastic with the stability that the gimbal allows you to get. And you just won't be able to get those steady shots with just a regular camera. I mean, at least at this point. There's some that come close, like the FDRX 3000, which does have a built-in lens that's almost gimbal-like. It's not quite as gimbal-like, but it's very close. Now let's get into some of the cons. Mounting this does take a little bit of time. It's not going to be as difficult as like using like a Steadicam or something like that. However, you do have to make sure that it's balanced properly, or you'll get a lot of errors on your app when you try to start it up or start using it. Now, I did mention that the DJI Osmo Mobile has fantastic battery life, But there's a big but on this. It does have a great battery life. However, it absolutely kills and destroys your battery. I mean, in almost no time at all, your battery will be completely drained. So unfortunately, that would be the bad side about the battery usage regarding this, because it's not even going to allow you the 4.5 hours usage time. You will actually need to, charge your phone somehow, some way. Now, the one con that's probably the biggest con to me is that this is actually quite heavy. You're kind of doing like hammer curls as you're actually walking with it. I tend to walk everywhere in my little city that I walk in, about 3 miles per day, I would say. It's about half a mile to the beach. It's about a half a mile to the park. So I'm just constantly walking around my area. My problem is that after a significant amount of time, man, this thing to hold is just it's just not very good for me. The other problem with this is that it doesn't have an audio jack. Now, you could say, oh, well, I would like to just plug it right into your cell phone and then you can use it from there, like the Rode Audio Mic Me. You can, but it's really difficult. They didn't allow for enough space to actually be able to plug something in. So you can rig it, but it gets a lot more difficult. And if you're just trying to get that shot right away, like maybe there's an alligator swimming by and you need to grab your camera as fast as possible. As far as the setup, it just takes a long time to really set this up and get it going. And I know earlier I had mentioned the active track. Yeah, the active track is great when it works, but when it stops working, it can be a little bit on the annoying side to try and get it going again. So yeah, the active track, I mean, it's all right if you're standing and not moving too far in front of it. But once you really start moving, like running and things like that, it'll just lose you completely. The other thing to note is walking. When you're walking with it, you will actually see the bobbing up and down, and that can be a little bit annoying when you go to review your footage. It works best if you're doing, panning shots or just standing still shots where you might be coming in and out of something. Then it works fantastic. But if you're trying to do like a run and gun type of thing, that's where it loses a little bit. Well, that concludes this video. I just want to thank each and every one of you for stopping by. And please let me know in the comments below, do you have an Osmo Mobile? Do you want an Osmo Mobile? What are your thoughts about the Osmo Mobile? Let me know below. All right, we'll see you soon.